Like Kathy said, be prepared. We know it's coming. All these high wind events have been happening around the Front Range lately and may be tied to the La Niña weather pattern.
Weather Impact Team meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen joins us live from Jefferson County right now. So Corey, the wind has been relentless with another event coming tomorrow. Remind us what La Niña is and how is it going to play into this?
Yeah, boy, Phil, the wind has just not cut us any slack lately. And I really think that the weather pattern that we've had over the last 2 months has been heavily influenced on the La Niña weather pattern. Now, not every La Niña comes in the same, but so far this season, I would call this La Niña a textbook La Niña. So let's take a specific look at those La Niña impacts here. Typically for the Front Range, we get a lot of long dry spells, and we have certainly seen that. We're in the midst of one right now. And as a matter of fact, we see a lot of wind with La Niña events. Check, we have seen a lot of wind. We're going to have another wind event tomorrow. We also tend to get some deep cold snaps. We haven't seen that just yet. We haven't dropped below zero just yet. Now let me walk you through what happens here with the La Niña. It happens in the Pacific Ocean, right along the equator. We start to get the ocean waters cool, and that starts to get the air rising up here out in the West Pacific. Once that air rises, you get the thunderstorm activity, but that air has to come down at some point. Normally, in a typical La Niña, it comes right down over the western United States, and you get these strong high-pressure systems, and that's what guides the La Niña weather pattern to follow. And this is a typical La Niña weather pattern here across the United States. Now, we are seeing a classic textbook La Niña unfold right now. We have wetter air or wetter conditions up here in the Pacific Northwest. We just saw some catastrophic flooding up in Washington. Colder up here on the northern plains, we have seen that, and wetter and windier conditions down here in the Great Lakes region, we have seen that. And here's the storm track coming right over northeast Colorado. That's where we get the wind from. Now, a lot of times this high pressure, if it stays down, we'll get some of the colder air to sink down, and that could still happen as we go through the rest of the winter. So if you look at your current weather pattern, this is a model of the atmosphere right now. We have that high pressure, orange and yellow shaded areas. That's keeping us dry, high pressure, causing those dry spells. And then there's a storm coming tomorrow, and that high pressure is keeping the storm track to the north, which means we are stuck in the pressure gradient, the gradient between high pressure and low pressure. When this wind, this air starts to enter the bottom of this trough here, it starts to accelerate. So it's like a wind tunnel effect. All that air needs to go through a smaller space, so the only way to get through is to accelerate, and that's why we have these really windy conditions along the Rocky Mountain region. We'll get that tomorrow. That happens a lot in a typical La Niña. And then if we follow the pattern the next couple of days, we have low pressure moving into the Great Lakes once again, where they are expecting more winter weather. And now the La Niña pattern tends to fade over the winter. There's no sign of that happening right now. The pattern looks to be holding for about the next 3 weeks, which will take us into January, where we'll start to see a little bit more colder air, and with the colder air, the potential for some wetter systems as well. Reporting live in Jefferson County, I'm meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen for the 9 News Weather Impact Team.
And in the meantime, south of Denver today, I was in a t-shirt. And
yeah, it's so warm, that's for sure. All right, well, we know it's coming. It looks fine right now out there, but we'll see what happens. Thank you, Corey.